Yo, what's up guys? We're gonna be doing a video today comparing the Chevy SS to 2013 Caprice. I mean, there's a lot of differences with the car, but we're bored, so we're just gonna make a video on this. It's my buddy Emilio. This is a 2017 Chevy SS. I guess first thing that we'll talk about is the engines on these. So Emilio, you want to talk about your engine for a second?
Yeah, so we have a LS3 6.2 liter V8, of course. Essentially, it's the same thing as the C6 Corvette. I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. Mods is done to it. We got long tube headers, all the way 3-inch, all the way back to the stock mufflers, so we can retain our valves. I can't think of name this right now, but after
VCM. The VCM.
VCM, yeah.
Over the radiator intake.
Which of course helps with cooler air temps coming in. We also have done the trunnion upgrade. Let's see what else we got. Oh, BTR stage 3 cam. Has a Circle D. Has a Circle D 3400 stall in it. What am I missing? And of course, a tune. Tuned by Charles Barber.
Go
and get it tuned by him. He's probably one of the best tuners that I've ever met. Customer service is great. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the engine goes.
Yeah, so these right here, they're two fully built cars. Obviously, he's still NA, but I'm not. Well, we're just gonna act like that's not there, and then we're just gonna compare the engines. So this is the 2013 version. I know this would probably be a better video if it was the 2014 versus the, here, I'll hand the fucking camera off to Emilio. So it's the 2013. I know it'd be better if I had a 2014 to the 2017, but I'm broke boy, so I only got the 2013. I know they got more similarities with the 2014, like the interior. Engine, we got a 6-liter L77, basically G8 motor, but with the E85 in it. You guys probably already know about that. Go look at my channel if you want to see the full build list, but full DOD delete. And then obviously that, basically everything's built except for the stock bottom end of the engine. I mean, his engine's obviously a lot better, LS3 is better. This is like a mix between the LS2 and LS3. It's LS2 with LS3 heads basically. And then I guess other stuff we'll talk about is suspension and the drivetrain. So you got a 6L80, right?
Yep, 6L80.
This got a 6L80, this got a 6L80. This is obviously the poor man's SS. This car's way better, but I mean they both have some similarities. Like these got upgrade suspension, the PPV struts. What you got the mag ride, right?
Yeah, these are mag ride, yeah.
Okay, so I heard good things about those.
The biggest thing is that, well, to me is. So for me, with the mag ride, over time they go out, of course, like any other kind of component. But the mag ride is very expensive to replace the struts with. So usually what guys do is whenever the mag ride goes out, they just put coilovers on it. The Brembos, that's the difference too.
Yeah, these come with what? You know how many pistons they are? Four pistons. I got the. These look dusty, but I got upgraded rotors, just eBay rotors and ceramic pads. Nothing crazy unlike his. He's got the nice ones. And then what else? Well, I guess we'll move into the interior. This kind of isn't even comparison because how am I supposed to compete with this right here? This dude's got the nicest interior, an actual car interior.
Sturdy.
Yeah, he got paddle shifters, full center console, none of this ghetto stuff that I have, and then a moonroof. Moving into the back seats. I mean, I don't even want to show you guys mine, but I'll do it. Here's my, I call it Wish.com interior. Wish.com on both of these center consoles. Too cheap to get the G8 center console, and then just wrap that in carbon fiber. Moving in the back. That's my stereo system right now. Fucking big ass Sony JTK XB7. It works. And then still too cheap to get a G8, or not G8, but the 923 door insert. So I still got the fucking metal shit right
Weight reduction right there.
Yeah, weight reduction. What exhaust do you have on your car?
Cooks, so everything's cooked all the way back. And and then we go to our to the stock mufflers.
Okay. And then you have cutouts, right?
No.
No, you don't. Okay. Oh, what's that button that makes it?
Oh, the valves.
Yeah. Okay.
I call it Valtronics, but that's not it though. But
yeah, but he's got the nice Kooks. Was it stainless steel?
yeah.
Full exhaust with the headers. I got a custom exhaust. I think it's just stainless steel, but mainly I got Speed Engineering headers, and then just recently put those on the J pipes. Gets rid of a lot of the drone. If you have that problem, I recommend you get that. Trying to think of other things. Can't really think of anything crazy. All right, we're back. We had some camera difficulties. So we're gonna be going over 5 pros and 5 cons of each car, starting off with the Emilio. Let's do 5 pros of your car.
So number one, I think, you know, just the rarity of the car is one pro. If you don't know what they are, you don't know. But those that do know, you know, they're like, oh my gosh, you know, I've gotten so much more attention from this car than I've had my other car. I think also it's a sedan, and that's already V8. There's not many more out there. I think mostly of them are like BMWs, twin turbo, which is the price is crazy for those versus this right here. It has all the options already. Another pro is the engine. Like I said before, it's a V8, and it's clean. What else can I say? Yeah, that's much all I got for pros.
All right, now let's talk about 5 cons.
Oh man, so the bad things about this car. So number one, I'm gonna go with the paint. So the paint is clean, but the clear coat on, I guess, on some GM cars is very thin. So when you go to polish it out and buff it, you almost got to use a new rag every single time just to keep it from getting any marks and stuff on it. Support, you know, as far as when it comes to anything LS, you're good with, you know. But as far as like if like you want to turbo it, there's only a couple of companies out there that actually make turbo kits for these, and they are very expensive. I think what else did I say?
Sunroof.
Oh yeah, so the sunroof is probably gonna leak a little bit later on, I imagine. There's a lot of rattles in the car sometimes. I guess due to its age. Mag ride is expensive to replace. So I say suspension.
Yeah, these pretty much have the same suspension as a PPV, but they have like notorious thing of the bearings or the bushings under these, the little rubber bushings, and you'll end up getting a fat gap in between here, and it'll start clunking bad. But that's with G8s also.
Oh, and then of course parts. You know, I think we already mentioned about wrecking them and stuff. Something happens, it's gonna be a while before you can get parts for it. And then usually those cars then become, because nobody wants to see them go to a junkyard. So what happens is people fix them, and then now you have another car with a salvage title or whatnot. This one is clean, thank goodness. And yeah, that's what I got.
That's about it. All right, so we'll go over 5. I guess I'll start with 5 pros of the Caprice. I mean, first is the way it looks. I think it looks good. You lower it. I got lowering springs, and you put some new wheels on it. Looks like a really good car. I still have the spotlight on there. Some people like it, some people don't. Just leave it. Another pro is the engine that these things come with. A lot of people don't know. Like, they always ask me, what is the engine? What motor did you replace it with? And I say it's stock motor. They come with these. The thing that it has that's a little better than the Chevy SS is it comes stock with the flex fuel sensor. So you don't have to do no mods, nothing to run E85. You just put E85 in and go. Other things, it's longer than a G8 and a SS. You get a little bit more leg room in the back, and it kind of reminds me of like a super ghetto CTSV3, or yeah, CTSV3. Those are super long. I don't know how long they are compared to that, but this thing is super long. Another pro, I said the engine. Oh, it's rear-wheel drive. It's hard to find rear-wheel drive V8 sedans, like he said, unless you want to get a G8 or an SS, which are double, triple the price of one of these. Another pro. I'm trying to think of another pro.
It's different.
Super rare. So I get like literally everywhere I go, someone stops me and say, yo, what is that? Where'd you get it? Or I think it sounds sick. People just don't expect it. It's a sleeper. When I have the Steelies on this thing, it just looks like a cop car, and I pull up next to anybody, and 90% of the time I'll dust them, but you know how it is. Some cons. I'll get into the cons. First thing is the DOD delete. These cars, basically, you have to do a DOD delete, so keep that in mind if you want to get one of these cars. Make sure that you are saving money, or you incorporate that into the price of paying for the car, because if you want a good DOD delete, it's about $1,500. That's how much I paid for my BTR. I got a stage 2 cam in there, but it came with a bunch of other stuff like oil pan, oil pump, and all that stuff.
What happens if you don't?
If you don't, you're gonna pretty much end up getting a lifter tick. It's just gonna happen eventually. There's no way around it. I've seen cars with like 50,000 miles start having a lifter tick. I've seen cars that have like 150,000 miles and like they're just running perfectly fine. But that's just something I didn't want to take a risk with, especially as it being a daily. So I figured I'd just get it done now, and then you don't have to worry about it later. Another con, like you said, same thing with the suspension on this. I can tell the front struts are going bad on it. Just when I hit bumps and stuff, it's definitely not as smooth as his is. His is super nice. Another con, the interior is garbage. Unless you have a 9C3, I'm talking about 9C1, the police interior. When I first got it, it had a full police interior and like police cage and all that. But you can get the G8 center console in here. You probably get them for about $500-600. They're kind of getting more rare to get all the pieces and parts, but I'm too cheap, and I just got it like this and have wish.com stuff. Also, the sound system is garbage. If you want a new head unit, you can't just buy a standard head unit from Best Buy with CarPlay and hope that it works. It's not going to work. There's only a few ones that work. The ones from Australia, they come unlocked. You can have Bluetooth and like hook up a Bluetooth camera and stuff like that. Or not Bluetooth camera, a backup camera. But the main one that people have is the Kahan. It's like a full screen iPad, like Tesla kind of screen, and it's like $1,200. It's cool, but I'm not doing that, because then you have to pay another $600 or so to get a good sound system, stereo, and amp and subwoofer. Another con, the ABS on this cars always go out. I'm pretty sure my ABS is good. It looks brand new, but the ABS sensor in the back, I'm 90% sure one of them are out. I just need to go and buy some and then replace them. Hopefully that'll fix the traction control and the ABS issue. But I leave it. I don't need traction control, but I do want ABS eventually down the line. Another con. The wheels that come on these stock, trash. You have to get a new pair, but it's not that hard of a fix. You just gotta buy some Camaro rims. You can get them for like $500 with the tires, and then you're pretty much good to go from there. Can't think of anything else really. You got anything?
Not for yours, I don't think.
I mean, oh, the flooring, rubber mats. It's cool to clean. It's easy to clean, but I know a lot of people like carpet. He's got carpet. Unless you have a 9C3, you're gonna have that rubber mat like everybody else does. So I think you pretty much covered most of the stuff. I'm trying to think of anything people have questions of a PPV. So you can talk about, would you recommend buying a Chevy SS?
So first I'll say though, most of the parts from this will go inside that one.
Yeah, true.
Swap it over.
Mainly for 14 to 17, these are basically the exact same parts, but mine's more the G8 style, the 11 to 13. So I mean, that's why it's kind of a weird comparison, but they still have a lot in common, even though there's a big difference in the 4-year gap. This is 17, this is 13.
So would I recommend buying an SS? I would recommend buying it. I think that they're awesome cars. I also feel that you have to just kind of know what comes with it. I think it's probably a good idea to have like another car as a daily, only because of the rarity of them. But I think it is a perfect family car too. Also, you can get inside with the fam, drive around, and then if you're pro charged or supercharged or turbocharged, and be fast at the same time. So I would definitely recommend it.
Do I recommend getting a PPV? Yes and no. Just know that you're gonna spend a lot of time working on these things. I originally got it just to resell it, but here I am, thousands of dollars later with all this crap on it. and it's my favorite car I've had so far. I get more compliments of this car than I have with any other car. I think it goes for you too, with your car. But yeah, I mean, if you could get a good deal on an auction, it's also a risk because some police agencies don't care for these things. Thankfully, I got lucky. The engine got replaced like 20,000 miles ago, so basically I got a brand new motor. But some people I've seen on the forums and on Facebook, they've had nothing but issues with these cars. So just if you do buy this car, just make sure you have another car, like he said, as a daily. Something that if you need to work on it, you can work on it whenever, and you know how to work on it. Because these things they're honestly a money pit, but they're also, it pays off whenever it's all done like this is. If you can get a private, I'd honestly recommend getting a private, but you're gonna spend probably about $5 grand more. But at the end of the day, if you don't want to do that extra mechanics work of getting it all set up of how you want it, what you're gonna do, like the DOD delete and stuff like that, I'd say go private. Plus, some people are just, they get tired of working on them. That's why they sell them. And that's pretty much gonna end up the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll link Emilio in the description. He'll link me in the description. Y'all take it easy. All right, we're just gonna do a startup of his car versus mine. This is with the valves closed right here. A lot wider. That's with them closed. This is with it open right here.
Caprice, the beast.